I have over 2,000 elite bodyguards at my command. I admit it, I am ruthless, and my quest for power will never stop. I am the great King Herod. I will do whatever means possible to ensure order is kept. The use of my secret police force is to keep the population in check. This includes my wives, children, and extended family. No one will take my throne. I will punish all who do. My clarity comes with rage. It comes to me when I have a sense of someone coveting my power. I will remove them from this earthly realm, no matter who you are. My name, Herod the Great, will be remembered forever. There is sacrifice in everything, and in order to create structures worthy of my name, they require sacrifice from the people. Taxation is merely a way of life. They understand this, and no matter what problems they may have, they will pay. These buildings represent my desire to create spaces of grandeur that will long herald my name through the ages. I was born in 73 BC into a family of aristocrats that were loyal to the Hasmonean dynasty. This family ruled over Judea at the time. My father, Antipater, was a prominent politician and advisor to the Hasmonean kings, and my beautiful mother was an Abadan princess from Petra. As a child who was exposed to both Jewish and Roman life, I saw it all. As a young man, I received a classical education in literature, history, and philosophy, a typical education for aristocratic boys of this time. I also spent time training in warfare, such as sword fighting and horseback riding, which were important skills for members of the ruling class. It was here that I paid close attention to my father. His ability to weave relationships and create close connections to anyone in power was my foundation in life. Understanding and learning the intricacies of political power and how to keep it. This was like learning the alphabet for me. As expected, of course, I rose to power, with some assistance from my father's good relations with our Roman general and dictator Julius Caesar, who entrusted my father Antipater with the public affairs of Judea. It was not long before I was appointed provincial governor of Galilee in 47 BC at about 28 years old. My family had the ability to say the right things at the right time to the right people. As I said earlier, I have been in training since birth. Of course, I was a skilled administrator and kept the peace in Galilee despite the tensions between the Jewish and non-Jewish populations. Sadly, when the Roman ruler Julius Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC, I was serving as governor of Galilee under the Hasmonean king, Antigonus II. During this time, of course, I would be part of the Roman faction that supported Caesar, yet I am only a man and had to regroup and head back to Rome. Things have a funny way of working out, and in 37 BC, I was appointed as the king of Judea by the Roman Senate. Politics is never simple, and there was a complicated power struggle. Of course, I went on to align myself with Mark Antony, one of Caesar's closest allies. However, my alliance with Antony was short-lived. In 31 BC, Antony was defeated by Octavian, who later was known as Caesar Augustus, in the Battle of Actium. It was now at this moment I was forced to seek the favor of the new Roman ruler. Despite my past support for Antony, I used my wits and fail-safe speeches that led to the establishment of a good relationship with Augustus, ultimately retaining the favor of Rome and my position as king. Proving yet again no one is a match for the great King Herod. It's around this time that a beautiful woman entered my life. Sadly, she is part of a tale of power and greed. I met my dear Marianne while in a campaign against Antigonus, another man who tried to stand in my way. I defeated him and took Marianne to be my wife. Yes, I arranged for my first wife, Doris, and children to be sent away. As this new woman in my life came from a line of greatness, she was stunning, and of course it helped that she could help me win over the Jewish population. However, like all things in life, evil shows itself. It took its time, and not even her beauty could save her or her scheming family. I uncovered a disgusting bed of adultery, thanks to the unwavering support of my sister Salome. She is the one female who has been true and faithful her whole life to me. It was her words that allowed me to reveal the unfaithfulness of Marianne, not only with sex, but with her bitter cold heart. As much as I loved her, She had also planned to kill me. It was heavy on my heart, but she was executed. No one is above the law. Even her mother Alexandra agreed with her death. Her sons then showed their true colors, and in time I found out they were plotting against me. My own family was trying to take my crown. Later in time, Alexander and Aristobulus went to join their mother in death. Of course I executed my brother-in-law, the high priest Hyrcanus II, and several other prominent figures in Judean society, as they were all a threat to my rule. I will not tolerate anyone who dares to think they could take my place. During my reign, I engaged in a number of military campaigns in order to expand the territory of Rome and also consolidate my power. Not boasting, but I conquered the territories of Samaria, Idumea, and Galilee, and also gained control of the coastal city of Jaffa. I was notorious for my ruthless treatment of enemies, both real and perceived. I would employ a variety of brutal tactics and effective measures to maintain power and suppress any opposition. Violence and intimidation is by far the most effective way to control. But I had a special force as well. They were known as the King's Men, responsible for spying on and arresting anyone suspected of disloyalty. My elaborate network of informants also would report on any dissent within the kingdom. Now if I did catch you in a lie, or had a sense of your desire for my power, I would use torture to extract information and confessions. Also, I was not above using public executions as a means of sending a message to others who might be considering rebellion or dissent. One of my favorite captures was when several members of a group known as the Zealots tried to create some insurrection. They failed and were executed in the Jerusalem temple on charges of sedition. One of the most infamous stories during my reign is the massacre of the innocents, which will be described in the New Testament. According to the Bible, I ordered the slaughter of all male infants in Bethlehem in order to eliminate any potential rivals to my throne. If you know me, know my mind, then there is little doubt about this story of course it is true. Ask my dead wife, if any child was prophesied to steal my crown before my time is up, I would not hesitate to eliminate that threat. No one will take it from me, either old man or child. I am now only 69, but my human body has begun to fail me. Oh, how I am suffering. I am afflicted with a loathsome disease. My body is not my own. I am enduring severe internal pain, convulsions that I must try to hide. This disease is making me everything I hate, weak, vulnerable, and mortal. My male member and other limbs are being eaten away in a cruel twist of fate. My great life filled with many achievements are flashing before my eyes as my body slowly succumbs to this debilitating illness. In fits of despair I honestly have tried to end it all, but that was not my path, as my dear cousin saved me. I now lie here on my potential deathbed. My breathing is labored. I am allowing my mind to wander over all my architectural achievements, trying to decide which one will last the longest, which part of my life will bring glory to the name of King Herod the Great. Would it be the Herodium, a fortress located on a hilltop near Bethlehem? It was designed as a summer palace and was heavily fortified. The palace included luxurious living quarters, a Roman bathhouse, and a large swimming pool. The complex also contained a synagogue. Maybe I will be laid to rest here. Or will it be Masada, another fortress on a plateau overlooking the Dead Sea? The fortress was designed to be impregnable and includes a palace, a storehouse, and barracks for soldiers. Maybe the Temple Mount. This place is considered holy by both Jews and Muslims. I know this is considered one of the most magnificent structures of its time. However, if this great temple is ever destroyed, the foundations are so strong it will outlast anything. One of my favorites is the Herodian Quarter. This is my luxurious residential area built in Jerusalem. The quarter was built on the western slope of the Temple Mount and included large mansions with courtyards and gardens. The most notable feature of the quarter is a large pool, known as the Pool of Israel, which is lined with colored marble. I guarantee this will live on and my name will continue through the ages. I feel my body deteriorating. It no longer functions properly and my time is near. But I will not be shunned. They will not forget me. They will mourn me like they have never mourned a king. I hear them whispering about me. I hear their evil thoughts to simply give my crown to the next, like I am nothing. Forever faithful Salome, she will help me. For I have devised a plan. I have ordered all my prominent citizens be rounded up and imprisoned in the hippodrome in Jericho. I have issued one of my final decrees that these individuals should be executed on the day of my death, so that there will be widespread mourning throughout the land of Judea. My sister will act only for my best interest, as she has done her whole life. For I am King Herod the Great, and will be obeyed even in death. My name shall be remembered along with other great Romans.